here, Create and Cultivate. You're
Yes.
delivering a keynote speech. What do you want people Yeah, are you nervous?
Speech? Really? Okay, I didn't know I had to have a speech ready. So yes, you've just made me incredibly nervous.
What do you want people to take away from your messaging, like what you're going to share out there?
You know what? I'm really here to just support and offer any advice possible that can help women or anybody just trying to start a company, how to thrive within a company. I've been really lucky to have such amazing partners like my partners in New York and company. And I'm just here to offer any kind of, support that I can. I've been in the business now, it's like 20 something years or something. It's so crazy. And then I've partnered with many, many different companies throughout the years. I've had a lot of businesses that would be called failed businesses, but I don't believe in, it's what other people would call it, but I don't believe in failed businesses because I've learned something from everything and it's gotten me here. So sharing that's important.
What is the biggest lesson that you feel like you've learned?
Find people who really know what they're doing. Find experts in their field, and that's why, again, with my collaboration with New York and Company is 7 years strong, and it's because they know what they're doing, and I trust them in the retail market, and they trust me creatively, and together we create and cultivate. I had to do it.
Take me back to 7 years ago. You first get into design. Like, what was it about designing, and was that kind of unexpected for you or always a passion?
It was, I think it was always a passion, but I didn't know it. But I always was like, I've always linked memories to how my mother has looked. And not in a superficial way. I find clothes to be very emotional. So like special days in my life, or like, now that I'm a mom too, it's like, oh, I can remember what I was wearing when we went to our first opera together, or I can remember what my mom was wearing, at my graduation, Obviously I knew what I was wearing, a cap and gown, but you know what I mean? So I really, emotionally, I came from an emotional place, and then when you can meet emotion and business and, combine that together, that's exciting for me.
Today is all about celebrating strong women, business women, boss ladies. What do you hope to teach other young girls and your girls about that?
Oh, wow, there's so much. There's so many ways I can answer that, but I guess for me it's just about taking risks and really, asking questions, not being afraid to sound ignorant, because at times we're all ignorant. I'm still ignorant in a lot of situations. Well, I am to a lot of different things, and I'm the first one to ask, what does that word mean exactly, or how exactly do that, or what's a pension plan exactly? Again, whatever it is, whether it's in the financial world, whatever it may be, just ask questions and take risks. And try to take risks with other people's money if you can, and not with your own.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's a good one.
I do have to ask you, so it's been like 5 years since you've done an acting project,
Yes.
but 15 years, are you ready for this?
What?
Since Hitch.
No.
Girl.
You're kidding.
No, it's been 15 years. 2005 of February.
God, what the hell?
I know. Is it time for a Hitch 2? Like, we need the you and Will Smith reunion.
Yes. You know what? It's time for a Hitch too. I agree.
Yeah?
Yes.
Have you talked to Will about this?
No. Will, let's do this. Hitch 2. Right? It would be fun, because it'd be like now in the world of like, all these dating apps, what would Hitch do? He'd be out of a job. Right? I could.
Wilds also.
I don't know anything about that. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Is acting still even a passion, or is it fully design right now for you?
Right now it's design, and I have some other little side hustles I'm working on. I'm too I get very superstitious about talking about things that aren't exactly done. But I do have something I'm really excited about that's non-acting. But acting is something that, I will always love. It's just like now that I have children, I'm kind of extreme. There's just so many things I won't do. Like, I won't do most of the movies I've done in the past. Yes.
If you take them into consideration.
Of course. So a lot of things are off that list, and I don't want to do anything too violent. Of course, I don't want to do anything too sexual or sexual at all, or basically like Disney. I'm all yours, Disney. That's all that's left.
Could you do a Disney movie? Like, I'd like to see you as a princess, Disney Plus.
I'm more of a villain kind of type of girl, so yes, I'd like to do. I'm more the Ursula type, yeah.
Are you vying for that role in The Little Mermaid?
No, I think that's already.
You don't know yet.
I think it's cat. Really? Oh well. Yeah. Well, I like the villains of the Disney movies. They're fun.
I also have to say, you are my favorite person to follow on Instagram because you
Really?
always comment back to people.
Yes, constantly.
I mean, you're engaging. Like, how do you decide who to respond to and maybe where to draw the line and like keep things personal?
Very good question, Ma. Okay, so I usually don't respond to guys. That's just out, but you never know with Instagram. You never know. But I love when I can feel that it's a woman and that I'm connecting with her, whether it's feedback on my clothing line or whether it's just like a beauty tip, a mom tip that I ask them for too, I love that connection with women. So that makes me that's inspiring to me because posting is kind of stressful and I don't love it, but the comments are what I kind of like. And I'll literally be like, with my girls and whatever, get a quick break and I'll be like, I answer, because I get excited about that. I get little sparks of energy by connecting with other women. Like I said, I hope they're other women. They seem like they're other women, yeah.
Were you surprised that you almost broke the internet with a response about baking recently?
About baking?
Yes, you had this comment to someone and you talked about
Ryan's an amazing baker and an amazing chef. I didn't realize that it traveled.
Everyone was talking about it.
Really?
You guys are goals. Come on.
He's really is though. He's amazing in the kitchen. Amazing.
Before I let you go, where do you see your empire in the next 5 years?
What's interesting is I don't see an empire for myself. And I think that's more than okay. And I think it's something for me, it's just about following what my passion is at the time. But I don't have this overall goal of having an empire. My ambition shifts from this to that at different times. And I think part of the message that I like to get across is that you don't have to want to have everything. You don't have to want to be this like super mom, super mogul. I'm not, and I'm really happy this way, but that doesn't mean that I'm not. I'm super ambitious. And again, I love taking risks. I love the business side of everything I do, but having an empire is not the goal for me.